I think that Nana Akufo-Addo is a very disgraceful president. I think that Nana Akufo-Addo is a shameless president. And I'm not just throwing away words. Every time this man speaks, I lose respect for him, geometrically. Do they know history? Do they study history at all? Why is the Kumasi airport going to be named after Prempeh I? There's a good reason. He was a king of the Ashantis, right? He represented Ashanti region. He represented the Ashantis. He defended the golden stool to the point that he laid down his own life in honor of Okonfo Anoche and the great people of Ashanti. They carried him all the way into exile in 1896. They took him all the way to Mahe, the capital of the Seychelles Island. There they humiliated him and pummeled him into submission when he returned. All these years, the Ashanti kingdom had no king. They waited for their king. The king returned with a new name. He had become a Christian, and he was now going about preaching the Bible. That was a great man. He was there when Ya Asantua was also carried all the way into Mai in the Seychelles Island. When an airport is named after such a man, my brother, my sister, we can only stand aside and applaud and say, yes, one of our greatest heroes has been slapped on our airport. Talking about airports, why is Kotoka's name still on the biggest airport right here in Ghana? If it is not shameless politicians who do not know history or are not in respect of history. My brother, my sister, they are not respecting history. How do you name a whole edifice, a very beautiful such edifice, after a coup maker? A man who toppled the constitution of this nation. A man who decided to kick out one of our most famous sons of the land. Today, we all are crying that we want to see Kwame Nkrumah's ghost again. But the man who took away Kwame Nkrumah has been honored with an airport. Mr. President is not thinking about renaming that one. After all, Kotoka defeated their enemy. Kwame Nkrumah has always been an enemy to these people. The UP tradition. Therefore, anybody who is an enemy to Kwame Nkrumah is their friend. Les ennemis de mes ennemis sont mes frères. My brother, my sister, that is what is happening right now. Now, let me come to the Tamale airport. Who was Yakubu Tali? He came all the way from Tali, a few kilometers away from Tamale. He was born in 1916. 7 years after Kwame Nkrumah was born. Who was he? He was one of the founders of the NPP, Northern People's Party. Yakubu Tali was a man who defended his party, which later became part of today's NPP through the UP tradition. We still remember Dombo. Now, do you remember that Nana Akufo-Addo has just named a university after Dombo? Are you aware that, my brother, my sister, they are all looking forward to naming almost all the beautiful edifices after their UP tradition heroes? They are not thinking about Ghana anymore. My brother, my sister, I have no problem with Yakubu Tali. My problem is that they are awarding themselves. Why would Nana Akufo-Addo be so busy going around honoring people of the UP tradition with national embolisms? Yakubu Tali became the ambassador to Nigeria in 1965 under Kwame Nkrumah. A year later, Kwame Nkrumah was overthrown. Could he be one of the people against Kwame Nkrumah? When Kwame Nkrumah became president, he tried to bring an all-inclusive government into being. The Northern People's Party, he decided to bring together. And all the people of the North and the Ever people, all of them should be part of Ghana. We all remember that in that plebiscite, right? At the end of the day, In 1965, when Alassane Yakubu Tali became the ambassador to Nigeria, what happened next? The following year, Nkrumah was overthrown. And all enemies of Nkrumah would have been removed. But he still remained in power. He continued all the way to 1972. That should tell you that he probably was a silent enemy of Kwame Nkrumah. Kwame Nkrumah was all about Ghana. Anybody who was an enemy to Kwame Nkrumah must be an enemy of Ghana. I do not support Alassane Yakubu Tali's name on an airport. Are you short of kings in the north? Would the name of Bewa not be more prominent on that airport? Should we not use the names of kings who even came before Bewa? Yakubu Tali had the DNA of the UP and the NPP. Presently, his son is the boss of the ADB, Agric Development Bank. He was the chairman, my brother, my sister, of the NPP in Germany. So they are honoring their own people. And it's a shame. If you want to honor them, take them to your headquarters and build statues for them there. Do not ever use national embolisms, national edifices to honor your parochial interest. I leave it here.